hear me okay? Okay, great. Kristie and Ryan, today you get to marry your best friend. The one you laugh with and cry with. The one that you've learned from and shared with. The one that you've chosen to support, encourage, and give yourself to all the days of your life. Today you get to marry the one that you love. And Kristie and Ryan want to welcome all of you to this celebration of their love for one another. Each of you has given something very special to their lives, and your love and encouragement will forever be appreciated. Thank you for sharing one of life's happiest moments with them, and may you be as an important part of their tomorrows as you are of today's. And we're also joined here today by our loved ones who watch over us from above, especially Nana, Opa, Grandpa, Papa, Nanny, and Mike McHugh. Those we love don't go away. They walk beside us every day, unseen and unheard, but still loved and still missed. And although we cannot see you, we feel the warmth of your spirit. And we know that you would be here today if heaven wasn't so far away. Marriage is a commitment to life, the best that two people can find and bring out in each other. It offers an opportunity for sharing and growth that no other relationship can equal. It's both a physical and an emotional joining that's a promise for a lifetime. And within the circle of love, marriage encompasses all of life's most important relationships. A married couple is each other's best friend, confidant, lover, listener, teacher, and of course critic. Marriage deepens and enriches every facet of life. Happiness is fuller, memories are fresher. Even anger is felt more strongly, but then it passes away more quickly. Marriage understands and forgives the mistakes in life unable to avoid. It encourages and nurtures new life and new experiences and new ways of expressing love that is deeper than life itself. When two people pledge their love and care for one another, that binds them closer than any spoken or written word. Marriage is a promise, a potential made in the hearts of two people who love each other, and it takes a lifetime to fulfill. I apologize if my back is sort of They're reading My Love by Linda Lee Elrod. When I met you, I had no idea how much my life was about to change. But then how could I have known? Our love, like ours, happens just once in a lifetime. You are a miracle to me. The one who is everything that I ever dreamed of. The one who I thought existed only in my imagination. And when you came into my life, I realized that what I always thought was happiness could not compare to the joy that loving you has brought me. You're a part of everything that I think, do, and feel. And with you by my side, I believe that anything is possible. And this day here gives me a chance to thank you for the miracle of you. You are, and always will be, the love of my life. And we also reflect upon these enduring words that St. Paul had to say about marriage. Love is patient and love is kind. It does not envy and it does not boast. It is not proud. It's not rude. It's not self-seeking. And it's not easily angered. And it keeps no records of wrongs. Love does not delight in evil, but it rejoices with the truth. It always protects, always trusts, always hopes, always preserves. Because love never fails. Now, if you're a parent, the two of you would discuss how great it would be if your kids one day grew up and got married to each other. And that's exactly what fraternity brothers Eddie and John, along with their wives, Elfie and Sharon, would do when they watched their babies, Kristie and Ryan. For years, the Wallace and the Walsh families, along with the McGeer families, spent New Year's Eve and a week-long summer vacation together. And for as long as she can remember, Kristie has had a crush on Ryan, which she told everybody about. And when they were in high school, Ryan and Kristie asked their parents to drop them off at the movie, the classic movie, The 40-Year-Old Virgin. Their audience members like it too. Kristie and Ryan would spend those carefree days together, making memories, going to each other's junior and senior proms, and having a lot of fun. But as many college students do, Kristie and Ryan felt that need to go off and truly discover who they really were. And although they didn't see each other for 7 years, they never stopped loving each other. Then in 2016, they found themselves at a mutual friend's wedding in Florida. And when they saw each other, all those old feelings and memories rushed back. Though Kristie did admit she did turn down Ryan when he asked her for a first dance. But before that evening was done, the childhood friends had fully reconciled. And by the time they were back in New York, Kristie and Ryan knew they didn't want to lose each other again. There was something different though this time around. Kristie and Ryan had matured into self-aware adults. And by embracing their individuality, they were able to create a strong relationship. And although they were rather shy with each other in high school, they were now able to talk about anything and everything. They both became equally invested in their relationship. And all of this was built on that strong foundation of friendship and memories from so many years ago. And just like that little girl he knew long ago, Kristie was still that warm and bubbly person that Ryan loved so dearly. And now, in this adult relationship, Ryan and Kristie set off on making new memories with trips to Turks and Caicos, San Diego, and Vermont. Summer days spent on the beach in their parents' boat or in Montauk. And of course, Ryan and Kristie have put in countless hours cheering on their favorite teams, especially the Yankees. In fact, they chose today's date, too, because of Derek Jeter's number. So it's a double honor for Derek Jeter. And when Ryan bought his house, he asked Kristie to move in with him and make their place into a home. They even started their own little family with the addition of their dog, Nala. And while they were doing all of these things, they would often talk about all those somedays and somehows of making their hopes and dreams come true. And then, on May 3rd, 2019, not far from where we stand, at Goshman's in Montauk, Ryan asked his childhood friend to be his wife. And as happy as Kristie was, her joy was matched by their parents, who were lifelong friends. And now today, Ryan and Kristie, you officially get to become part of one another's family. So to all of you young parents out there, maybe someday you too will be able to watch your baby marry your best friend's child. Now, a few days ago, I had emailed Ryan and Kristie separately, and I asked them, what do you want to tell each other on your wedding day? What do you value about your relationship? And what do you want the other person to remember as the years go by? And they both separately sent me their answers, and I haven't heard what each other said until right now. So Ryan said to Kristie, I just want to tell you I love you. and how lucky I feel to have you in my life. As I wrote this prior to our ceremony, I already know that you look beautiful, and I can't believe that soon I will get to call you wifey. Also, as I'm writing, I hear you battling with Nala for space in the bed. There's no one else I'd rather fight a 75-pound Labrador for bed space with. I want to thank her parents for raising such a kind and loving person. And I must thank God, my lucky stars, and whatever other worldly forces play a part in bringing you back into my life. By no stretch was this an easy year. But since you put up with me through quarantine and the postponement of our wedding reception, I'd like to promise it will be easier from here on out. As we're about to be married, I want to tell you how I am excited to start the next chapter in our lives together. And I am so honored that you chose me to begin an adventure with. And Kristie said, Ryan, even though today isn't what we originally planned, I truly believe that it happened for a reason. It's fate that we're getting married in the exact place where we vacationed as children and developed crushes on each other. You still always give me butterflies in my stomach. And there's no better way to describe our story than a perfect fairy tale. I have dreamed of this day my entire life, and I can never imagine spending the rest of my life with anyone else. It is truly surreal to me that I am standing here beside you, and in a few minutes will be able to call myself your wife. You have made me the happiest girl in the world. It amazes me that my love for you deepens every day. You are my first crush, my first boyfriend, my first and only true love. Ryan, when I look at you, I see my soulmate, my lover, my partner, my best friend, my strength, my rock, my protector, my Prince Charming, my motivator to be the best person, and one day the father of our future children. Ryan, I promise to give you the best of myself, to grow with you, to respect you, to always comfort you in times of distress, to laugh with you, to always be honest and open, to listen, to trust you, to love you endlessly in good times and in bad for the rest of my life. I love that life that we have created together with Nala in our first home, and can't wait for our future together as husband and wife. I love you with all of my heart, Ryan, always and forever. So Ryan, do you promise Kristie that you will always stand by her side? Do you promise to have faith in her and encourage her? Do you promise to be there to listen to her, to laugh with her, and to hold her? Will you work with her to build a life together, raise children together, support her as you live your own independent life? Will you strive every day to make your relationship stronger? And do you promise to be her friend, her lover, and partner all the days of your life? And Kristie, do you promise Ryan that you will always stand by him? Do you promise to have faith in him and encourage him? Do you promise to be there to listen to him, to laugh with him, and to hold him? Will you work with him to build a life together, raise children together, and support him as you live your own independent life? Will you strive every day to make your relationship stronger? Do you promise to be his friend, his lover, and partner all the days of your life? I, Ryan, take you, Kristie, to be my wife. I promise to be true to you in good times and in bad, in sickness and in health. I will love and honor you all the days of my life. I, Kristie, take you, Ryan, to be my husband. I promise to be true to you in good times and in bad, in sickness and in health. I will love and honor you all the days of my life. Please have Kristie and Ryan's parents to come forward. There is a saying that parents only get to hold their child's hand for a little while, but they get to hold their hearts forever. Parents, you have shown your children unconditional love, and through your example, they have learned to love one another. Kristie and Ryan appreciate how you've always been there for them, guarding them and supporting them. And before they exchange their wedding rings, they would like to ask you, their parents, to take a moment and hold their rings. Parents, as you hold your child's wedding ring, remember those countless times that you held their little hand. Please send your love and well wishes into this room. For like this ring, your love will always and forever encircle your child. And parents, know that nothing will ever come between or replace that precious bond that you have as parent and child. Kristie and Ryan, you're about to give each other a ring now. Your wedding ring is a symbol of many things. It's made of precious metals that symbolize a marriage that is precious and enduring. It's a perfect circle that symbolizes that love freely given has no beginning and no end. Kristie, with this ring, I marry you. You are now my wife, my beloved, and my friend. Where you go, I will go. And where you are, so is my heart. Ryan, with this ring, I marry you. You are now my husband, my beloved, and my friend. Where you go, I will go. Where you are, so is my heart. Today, this relationship is symbolized through the pouring of these two containers of sand. One represents you, Ryan, all that you are and all that you will ever be. And the other represents you, Kristie, all that you are and all that you will ever be. And as these two containers of sand are poured into the third, the individual containers of sand will no longer exist. They will be joined together as one. the sun shine warm upon your face and the rain fall softly upon your fields. And until we meet again, may God hold you in the palm of his hand. May God be with you and bless you. May you see your children's children. May you be poor in misfortune and rich in blessing. May you know nothing but happiness from this day forward. May the road rise up to meet you, and may the wind be forever at your back. May the warm rays of sun fall upon your home, and may the hand of your friend always be near. May green be the grass that you walk on, and blue be the skies above you. May pure be the joy that surrounds you, and may true be the hearts that love you. And with this promise and declaration of love, it is my pleasure, through in accordance with the laws of New York and by the worship authority vested in me by the state of New York, to now pronounce you husband and wife of one family, and you may now kiss the bride.